Zoo Negara's first operation was on 14 November 1963. It was managed by non-governmental organization or NGO, which is Malaysian Zoological Society. It becomes the main attraction for tourists because have more than 400 species of fish, reptiles, birds and mammals. Zoo Negara also provide interesting show for visitors such as multi-animal show and awareness talks about tigers and orangutan. Zoo Negara Malaysia also encourage public to join volunteer program called Keep a Cool program.
Next, implemented program. A non-governmental organization, which is NGO, was defined as a non-profit organization, group, or institution that works independently of government and plays a crucial role in addressing a wide array of issues that impact towards society and vulnerable animals such as Zoo Negara. Their job are focusing more on social justice, environmental sustainability, humanitarian assistance, and cultural preservation. Acquiring position at NGO can be difficult because most NGO rely on diverse funding sources to support their operations, which may include government grants, private fundraising events, and many more. And there is three objectives, and the main objective of having KPK program is to provide participants with first-hand experience of the duties and responsibility of being an animal caretaker at zoo. The program aims to enhance their understanding of zoo management practices. This hands-on experience allows individuals to engage with the daily routines of animal care, including feeding, habitat maintenance, and health monitoring. The second objective is to enhance the community awareness and understanding of the care, management, and conservation of wild animals. This involves offering educational programs that highlight the significance of biodiversity, the roles of various species in the ecosystem, and the threats posed by habitat loss, pollution, and climate change that because of the impact of human action on the environment and the lives of living beings. And lastly, is to educate participants about the critical importance of animal welfare by facilitating direct interaction with various animals and their natural habitats. This allows participants to gain first experience and a deeper understanding of the needs and behavior of different species. Through interactive observation and engagement with animals in their natural habitats, participants will gain insight into the ecological roles and the challenges they encounter due to habitat loss and human impacts.
One of the efforts and contribution from Zoo Negara Malaysia is conservation wildlife animal. Zoo Negara conserve the animal through breeding to help the animal from extinct. Also to educate the public about the importance of the endangered wildlife animal. Many public have thoughts that Malayan tiger and Bornean orangutan is the wildlife animal that facing endanger. However, the real animal facing endanger are false gharial and milky toads. How Zoo Negara managed to conserve? Zoo Negara has achieved their objective by continuous research through the breeding, which get assisted by the local university. And how public can help Zoo Negara to conserve? Public can help the Zoo Negara from joining the Corporate Social Responsibility or known as CSR, also through the donation from the corporate sponsorship.
Zoo Negara offers an educational program for students called Keep a Cool. This program is open to students aged 16 and above, from school to university level. It gives students a hands-on learning experience in a different department at the zoo. The program runs from Friday to Sunday and participants get the chance to work closely with real zookeepers. They will gain practical knowledge and experience in various areas of the zoo. Students can help with the tasks in places like the Ape Center, Bird Aviary, Rimba Reptilia, Mammal Kingdom, Bear Complex, Aquarium, Children's World, Carnivore Section, Savannah Walk, Veterinary Hospital and the Biodiversity Garden. Zoo Negara also provides a program itinerary, so students will know the schedule and activities. This helps them feel more prepared and confident about what to expect during the program.
Other than that, Zoo Negara also approaching animal feeding program, which is to enhance the productivity and ensuring the highest standard of animal welfare. This can see through with KPK program. There's a lot of animals that have diverse range of species, including spotted deer, Javan deer, giant panda, wallabies, rabbits, and many more with selected herbivorous animals. This program usually having on weekends and public holiday. Zoo Negara also actively seizes the opportunity to educate the public about the specific dietary needs, daily care routines, feeding behaviors of its diverse collection of animals, and promote the nutritional needs of wild animals towards the participants.
Other activities that Zoo Negara offer is research program. This program open for students, researchers, and conservationists from a variety of fields to carry out a research for more than 400 animal species at the zoo. People who are interested can apply to conduct a research in Zoo Negara website, and they can do surveys, interviews, photography, and video recording. Researchers will get to do a research about animals' behavior, nutrition, habitat needs, veterinary care, and conservation strategies. This research program not only benefit for researchers, however, also benefit the zoo as it directly supports Zoo Negara conservation efforts through the provision of necessary data for species management, breeding, and rehabilitation. Lastly, it can enhance society understanding of wildlife management when the research findings are published. At once, it can also raise awareness of society about wildlife issues.
For the SWOT analysis, from the strength perspective, Zoo Negara promotes educational program through the animal as it can raise awareness through education program. Tickets at affordable prices for students and children too. Moreover, Zoo Negara become one of the tourism attraction because it is accessible by bus or LRT. Location of the zoo in the middle of city make it zoo become strategic and have unique location. Zoo Negara Malaysia also featured in Visit Malaysia 2026 to include in tourist itinerary. One of the tourist attraction is Zoo Negara specialty, which is two giant panda called as Liang Liang and Zing Zing.
Next is weaknesses of Zoo Negara. The first point is limited public transportation access. Reaching to the Zoo Negara can be quite challenging due to the limited public transport option available near its location. There is no direct public transport. Even if you use the MRT or LRT, you must use a Grab or taxi to reach to the Zoo Negara. Additionally, the available tram rides are quite limited and may struggle to handle the large number of visitors, which could result in longer waiting times. The second point is infrastructure and maintenance issue. Because of unusable infrastructure, Zoo Negara face challenges in providing adequate visitor facility in terms of comfortable and rest sitting area for visitors to relax. Additionally, the access for disabled individuals is limited as many areas of the site are neither wheelchair friendly nor equipped to accommodate elderly visitors with mobility challenges. And lastly, pathways are in disrepair can expose hazard towards all visitors.
Next, an opportunity for Zoo Negara partnership and collaboration. Zoo Negara is well known for carrying many different animal species from around the world. They are also active in rescuing animals and supporting wildlife protection. This gives Zoo Negara a great chance to partner with other animal centers or organizations. Through collaboration, they can raise awareness about important issues like protecting endangered animals. For example, they could run a joint program with another center to teach the public about the importance of saving wildlife. This would not only help the cause but also make Zoo Negara more recognized. By working together with others, Zoo Negara can grow its reach, share knowledge, and gain more support for its mission. Another opportunity for Zoo Negara is loyalty program. This is to encourage more people to come back to Zoo Negara. A loyalty program gives special rewards to visitors who return often. When customers feel they are getting something valuable, they are more likely to visit again and even tell others about their experience. At Zoo Negara, they have something called the Zooku membership card. This card is for children between 3 to 17 years old. With this card, they can enter zoo as many times as they want for one whole year. It also comes with extra benefit like discounts when buying snacks or items at selected kiosks inside the zoo. Plus, parents who brings their kids with the card can enjoy a 20% discount on entrance tickets. This makes the zoo more affordable and fun for family, and it gives them a good reason to come back again.
The first threat of Zoo Negara is financial struggles. This happened because of the COVID-19 outbreak that happened in 2020, which severely impacts Zoo Negara revenue and operational. This is because after the outbreak, Zoo had to close for long periods of time and it is affecting their main resource of income, which is ticket sales. However, Zoo received 1.3 million ringgit from government to cover only month of expenses. However, it is not enough as Zoo has a lot of animals to cover regarding their foods and healthcare. Also, with the monthly operation of Zoo Negara, cost roughly 1 million ringgit is the biggest reason why Zoo Negara had financial crisis. Therefore, with the Adopt an Animal program, it helps Zoo to some extent to maintain animals' welfare as people who adopt the animal can give support through giving money for animals' foods. Next is hard competitors. As we know, Malaysia has numerous zoos and wildlife parks such as Zoo Melaka, Zoo Taiping, and Langkawi Wildlife Park. Thus, Zoo Negara has to compete with these places as people has different preferences. Also, because Zoo Negara kind of lacks of unique attraction like night safari at Zoo Melaka, which is why people choose other place to visit instead of Zoo Negara. Lastly, the ticket price that are more expensive than the other places also impact people's preferences as they prefer places that are more cheaper, especially family on a tight budget. Next is impact of society involvement in volunteering. First one is educational impact. Volunteering program Kiperku gives significant impact to the society as it gives real world experience. They have the opportunities to learn how to manage wildlife, which also can foster understanding on why is it important to keep endangered wildlife alive. Also, they will learn how to work in a team as this volunteer program. Students have to work with the zookeepers and other fellow participants. Furthermore, when they learn how important to keeping endangered wildlife alive, they will simultaneously be supporting the zoo conservation and preservation efforts. However, to make this effort successful, it depends on the animals' well-being, which is why having a volunteer can enhance the zoo workforce, which is allowing to improve animals' care and more efficient handling endangered species. Next is environmental impact. Joining Kiperku also help the animals' habitats more cleaner, safer, and more comfortable. Also, it can lessen pollution and promote better living conditions for both visitors and animals when the zoo is cleaned regularly. People also will learn to take care of the natural habitats outside of the zoo, which also can foster the sense of responsibility and empathy towards animals. Through cleaning the zoo regularly, it will also help in reducing the risk of injury or death of the animals by maintaining a healthy, safe, and less stressed environment. Zookeepers need to be alert by keeping the zoo area clean, especially animals' cage. For example, they need to remove stale foods and feces to lower the chance of infection. Lastly, physical risks like sharp objects and slippery surface that could hurt animals should be removed with routine cleaning to prevent animals from consuming potential hazardous materials.
The recommendation for Zoo Negara. The first recommendation for Zoo Negara is staff rotation schedule. A rotation schedule means assigning workers to different working times or tasks based on a set plan. These include working hours, days off, or specific duties. It is usually arranged by the management. Rotation schedules are commonly used in many industries. They help make better use of workers, keep them involved in their jobs, and make sure daily operations run smoothly. In Zoo Negara, having staff rotation schedule is very important. The zoo is large and it needs staffs to be available at all times in different areas. If staff are not scheduled properly, some areas might not have enough workers. This can cause problems, especially when one person has to do the job of many. For example, the reptile section needs more staff than other parts of the zoo. Reptiles are wild animals and can be dangerous if not handled properly. They need more care and attention. So it's important that the right numbers of staffs are always present there. By using a good rotation schedule, Zoo Negara can make sure all areas, especially high-risk ones like the reptile section, are well covered. This helps take care of the animal better and reduces stress on the workers. The second recommendation is increased promotion. Promotion plays a big role in spreading awareness. It helps people know where a place is located, what services or experience are offered, and when it is open to the public. For Zoo Negara, promotion is valuable investment. By promoting the zoo effectively, more people can learn about it, which can help increase the numbers of visitors. In today's digital age, social media is one of the most effective tools for promotion. Platforms like TikTok, Facebook, X, and Instagram allow organizations to reach a wide audience, both locally and internationally. Zoo Negara can create engaging content such as daily animal facts, must-visit spots inside the zoo, or even fun and interesting animal interaction. These types of posts can attract more attention and encourage people to visit the zoo in person. Because social media connects people around the world, it also has the potential to attract international tourists. This is not only help them to boost ticket sales but also increase Zoo Negara's reputation. The third recommendation is facility management at Zoo Negara. Facility management is important because it makes sure that all the buildings, equipments, and spaces in the zoo are well maintained and safe to use. When the facilities are in good condition, everything runs smoothly, and both staff and visitors can feel safe and comfortable. For example, Zoo Negara can improve walking areas to prevent injuries. If there are holes or damaged paths, visitors could get hurt while walking around. Fixing these areas makes the zoo safer for everyone. Another way to improve is by adding more trams. Trams help visitors move around the zoo without walking long distances. This is especially helpful for elderly visitors or people who have difficulty walking. With more trams, visitors can enjoy seeing more of the zoo without feeling tired.
In conclusion, Zoo Negara are responsible to help animals by conserving the wildlife animal. Also, it can fulfill tourist itinerary. Moreover, it promotes education program to students as volunteer called Keeper Ku program. It is one of the way to boost Malaysia economy because Zoo Negara become one of the tourist attraction.